Hi leaders, managers. Today I wanted to talk about a subject that I know is impacting so many businesses, so many organizations and corporations, and that is the high turnover of employees. Great talent is walking out of the door. And so how do you first of all recognize that your best employees have one foot out of the door? And secondly, I wanted to touch on how to turn it around. And, one of the most obvious ways to recognize an employee that one of your great employees is about to walk out of the door is a drop in their productivity. You know just as well as I know that when you have really great employees, they lean into their work. They are happy at their jobs, they're happy with the work that they are doing. And so there's an energy, there's a productivity that you get accustomed to receiving from them. And when there is a drop in productivity, that can be a significant sign that they are getting ready to leave, that they are desiring to leave, that they are seeking to leave and have one foot out of the door. The second sign that I wanted to talk about is less engagement. Now, there might be social activities, company social activities that are going on, company meetings. Maybe they're not wanting to take on long-term assignments, or there's less excitement when it's discussed. Or number three, it could be something where they are obviously more distracted with things outside of work. Maybe they're not only taking more time off of work, but maybe they have more reasons to leave work early. Maybe they are less engaged with the day-to-day work that they are doing. Maybe they're on more personal phone calls or on more social platforms such as LinkedIn. But there can be numerous ways that they appear that they are just less connected to what is going on in the day-to-day operations of the business, less connected to what's going on in their department or in their job. And so that is number three. But how do we turn it around? It really starts at recruitment, but for the sake of this video, I want to talk about 3 ways that you can engage your employees now so you can circumvent this type of dynamic occurring with your employees. And the first thing is, do you know what motivates your employees the most? Each employee that you have, each person that you have on board has one primary, maybe 2, but mostly it's one primary motivating factor. Of course, there are a multitude out there: money, flexibility, being challenged in the work that they do, finding that culture and that connection, being acknowledged. All of those things are motivators, but do you know the primary one for your employees? And if you don't, I would really encourage you to take the time to have a conversation with them and ask them what their primary motivating factor is. So if you want to continue to get the best work out of your employees, it's really great to know what their primary motivating factor is. You should be aware of it, because that's something that you want to make sure that you are intentionally engaging them about as they are employed there, as you are leading them and supervising them. And not only find out what that primary motivating factor is, but also engage them intermittently to find out how they're feeling about that. Secondly, recognizing your employees. When employees do a good job, it is great not to just let them know, hey, I really appreciate that. I know that you put in a lot of effort. You spent a lot of time and energy in this. Great job. So that they see that you value them and that you value the work that they do and that you value the effort that they put in to give good work. And so recognizing them can be extremely helpful in just making them feel like they are a valued part of the organization. I'm sure you've read studies where people stay because they really connect with the leader that they have. And one of the ways that you can connect with your employees is making them feel valued. You know, people want to feel, especially people who work hard, and especially people who give it their all and put in a lot of effort. They want to know that they are being valued for the work that they do. So that is number 2. Number 3 is empowering them to make decisions. Empowering people to make decisions, empowering their, not just input in the decision-making process, but, give them more decision-making power within things that touch their work. Once again, people want to feel like they are being valued, like their experience, that their expertise, that their opinion is valued at the workplace. And one way that you can extend that to them is empowering them to make decisions. When you empower people to make decisions, you're saying essentially, I trust your judgment. I trust your decision-making ability. I trust that you're going to make the best decisions for the company. Empowering people, responsibility, and not just responsibility like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to hold you accountable, but responsibility like, you know what, I know you can do this. I have faith in you. So empowering people with the ability to make decisions that are going to impact the workplace